How's it going, doggy people? I hope you all are doing well. So sorry, J-Rod, for taking so long to get back to you on your second question here. Life has been really busy, but I do want to make sure that I cover this. So J-Rod says, thank you for answering the question. Absolutely. I'm happy to answer any questions and take any time out to answer them. It might just take me a little bit. Hopefully it won't take me this long in the future. So J-Rod clarifies that their pity that we talked about earlier about, I think, being excited over threshold is 15-month-old male. So J-Rod is asking for help with their puppy's excitement when, coming up to another dog, interactions with other dogs, and how to go about retraining that interaction with other dogs and preventing them from getting over threshold. So I would say when you have your dog, work on really good eye contact with yourself. Make sure your puppy is able to really check in different environments, especially when they see a dog. Start behind threshold or below threshold, whatever you want to say, so that the dog is able to look at you comfortably, and then slowly start decreasing that distance. When you get to the point where the dog is, say you want to start allowing them to greet other dogs, which is great. We just want them to be calm. They can they can be panting, they can be happy, but as long as they're not pulling and going crazy, then, we're okay. If they start to whine, lunge, or get really excited and start jumping and getting frustrated, then I would say, okay, we gotta stop. We're gonna turn around and we're gonna walk the opposite direction. Just for a couple of minutes until our dog can calm down, sure that they're calm again, and then we can turn back and go and head in the direction of the other dog. Now you can expect your puppy to, or dog of any age, even 15 months old is still very young to me. You can expect the dog to go at it again. So we expect that. So we say, okay, we're going to turn around, walk the opposite direction for, a couple of seconds until the dog is calm. Then we're going to go back. So we're teaching the dog every time you get really excited and start pulling or lunging or barking or whining, we go the other direction. So we can have our dog walking in the direction that we want towards the dog that they want to meet. That's totally fine as long as they have 4 feet on the floor. They're not barking, lunging, going crazy and psycho, because that can add to a fight pretty quickly with the other dog if they interpret that wrong, or this dog just has really high energy. So as long as your puppy is able to walk to the other dog calmly, perfect. If they start going crazy, the second they go crazy, we're just going to turn around. We're going to walk the other direction. If you can get their attention, great. If you have to apply a little bit of leash pressure to get them to go in the opposite direction, okay, that's fine too. We just want to make sure that we don't frustrate them more, but we also don't want to leave them in that state for too long. So if you stop and you try to get their attention after about 15 seconds, then okay, we might need to walk them away using a little bit of pressure on the leash. And the next time we'll get a little bit less close, or we'll catch the puppy before they get that much more excited. The goal is to be able to, hey, your puppy can, we're trying to teach the dog that, hey, you can walk up and you can say hello as long as you're calm, but as soon as you're excited, we're leaving. We're going the opposite direction. Then the puppy will learn, okay, if I want to say hello and I want to keep going where I want, I have to be calm. I have to act a certain way. And then once they get there, then they can be, they can sniff and do whatever. Of course, we want to make sure that they're not being, overly excited, especially on leash, because that can lead to frustration of the other dog. It can scare the other dog. It can cause a fight. The other dog might say, hey, you need to chill your roll. You need to, calm down. You need to back off. So look for lip licks from the other dog. Look for the whale eyes of the other dog. Look for turnaways, make sure. So just because you want your dog to go say hello to the other dog may not be consenting to that. So first we always ask the owner, hey, can we say hello? If the owner says yes, then look at the dog and kind of ask the dog in a I don't know, using psychic abilities, kind of read the dog and see if the dog is okay with the meeting. Just because the owner says okay, this is a big thing for me, that even if I walk a really happy dog to go say hello to another dog, and the owner says okay, I don't necessarily allow this dog to say hello. I've worked with clients before where they had a big, happy, slappy dog, and it was very excited, and we went over and we asked the owner, hey, can we say hello? The owner said, yeah, that's fine. This dog is friendly. And this owner that I was working with, the client, was going to allow their dog to go say hello. But in doing so, I saw that the dog we were meeting went down on their belly on the ground. They were laying down, their head was down, they were very, very shy, very, very nervous, looking away. And so I said, no, we're going to walk away, thank you. So I was trying to teach the client and this dog that, hey, just because someone says okay, you don't get to go bully and invade this dog's space. Now, I say bully, I mean, this dog, the client's dog was not intentionally trying to, push or be a bully, but they did not read the other dog's signals of, I don't want you to say hello, I'm nervous, I'm intimidated by you, I'm on leash, I'm trapped. So just because the owner says okay and the dog looks okay, really make sure that dog is receiving your dog's energy well. That dog may not want to say okay, and we're the only ones that can give them consent. So that's just so that's just a tip there, so that if your dog is comfortable and calm when they go over and meet another dog, make sure the other dog is comfortable, and make sure that the other dog looks comfortable in mirroring your dog and showing that they want to receive a friendly greeting, or play, or a quick sniff. And if they turn away, they hide behind their owner, they give a low growl, they have a closed mouth, their eyes are flicking away, they're licking their lips or their nose, their head turns away, their tail is tucked, all these other very obvious signs, then I would walk my dog away. That is going to be a little bit maybe frustrating for your puppy, but that's okay. We can teach them that, hey, just because we get there doesn't mean we get to say hello. We can still give them something really rewarding that we have. We can play. We still accomplished our goal. The puppy doesn't know that the end goal is that they get to play with the dog. And sometimes we don't get to play with the other dogs, which is also really good to teach any dog that, hey, you can see this dog and it doesn't mean we always get to play. If you walk your dog over, or your dog walks you over to another dog, and they get to sniff and they get reinforced and rewarded every time they see another dog, they're going to associate, when I see this dog, I get to play automatically. And that can lead to a lot of frustration when they can't go play, because they say, I've got to go play with other dogs plenty of times. Why can't I do it now? And that leads to frustration, which can then lead to leash reactivity, or even aggression, or a number of other behaviors. So points to walk away from is when your puppy is not walking towards the other dog in a calm manner, then we turn the opposite direction for a couple of seconds. When they're calm, then we can go back towards the other dog, and it's going to be back and forth, back and forth. Second point is when you get to the other dog, of course, ask the human, hey, is it okay if we say hello? If the human does say hello, then we look at the dog and read the dog's body language. Does this dog look like they're interested in my dog? Usually you can tell if the other dog is interested if they're moving in to your space. They're coming into, they're already greeting the other dog and they're sniffing face to face or doing a little butt sniff, doing whatever. Then you can tell that they're pretty comfortable. But if the other dog does not look comfortable, they're not really engaging, your dog is getting into their space and doing more of the sniffing, then I would say, okay, thank you, and let's walk away, and we're going to bring our dog with us. And next time, hopefully we can have a more mutual greeting. And lastly, if you do go up to a dog that doesn't look like they are really interested in meeting, even though the owner says it's okay, that's also really good to practice that you can walk your puppy away. Just walk them by dogs. They don't always get to sniff every dog they meet. It's just kind of a realistic behavior that I like to train with animals, even though for a lot of people, it's more realistic that they let their dog play with every dog. But for me, I find it very rude when people just allow their dog to just run up and sniff me when I'm clearly walking away from them. I'm trying to get my dog's attention away from them. It's just, the people don't know what I'm trying to do. They don't necessarily know that that's not a very polite behavior, and they think, oh, every dog wants to say hello. Every dog's as happy and friendly as mine is, which is totally fine. If your dog is friendly, that's great. My sheep is very friendly too, but he doesn't like rude, obnoxious dogs in his face. So if that happens and your dogs are sniffing, and then say one dog decides to correct the other with a quick snap, then okay, why don't we de-escalate this situation? We'll walk away, we'll be calm, maybe we can come back and say hello again, or we'll just leave it at that. With a bunch of stranger dogs, I don't necessarily mind if my dog, I don't care that my dog makes friends with other dogs if I'm not going to see them all the time, which my Shiba is more a people dog anyway than a dog, but it's still always good to have your dog comfortable with other dogs and be able to have a nice meeting, a nice greeting. Hello, how you doing? And then you move on. So anyway, that was kind of a long-winded explanation, but I did want to get that up and out for you. J-Rod, I hope this helps. Of course, if you have more questions or anybody else has questions, feel free to reach out, and I will try to cover them in as timely a fashion as I possibly can. So thanks for watching, and until next time, stay positive.